Hey guys, it's Jen with JCT Rustic Homestead, and I realized that there was something I hadn't introduced you to yet, and I have to do some work today, so here we are. These are two of my ponies, or they're horses, but I call them ponies. This one's Shad. He's a registered Arab. He's about 12 years old this year. I got him through a friend. He came from Texas. They raced him once. He did very badly. He came with some mental issues. He was probably beat up quite a bit, and he's just a sensitive, super sensitive guy. So he's still a work in process, but he's like a dog. He loves attention. They're all filthy because I haven't brushed them very much or at all. That one is a kill pen rescue. I picked him up from a kill pen, and I'm not going to get into too much of the politics of it. I am pro slaughter, but this guy just kind of like stuck out to me. He was only a year old. He's 4 right now, and I gotta get him trained yet, but I can't ride him yet because I haven't worked with him enough. But he's a smart horse, just stupid moments. His name, I called him Sornin from one of my favorite books of all time called The Blue Sword by Robin McKinley. So yeah, he's a goofball, but we love him. And then we have somehow we got some twine out here that shouldn't be here. This is Dad's. It looks like a tiki hut round bale feeder. He built that. But, see, he's all furry and filthy. He's got a lot of... the hair is flying. I'm going to let them out in the pasture. We got Moon. He's our Mustang. He is 19 this year. Man, he's getting old. Come on, move. I let Shad and Sornin out in the pasture for a while yesterday, and they didn't have quite enough time to have fun, so thought I'd let them out today too. Moon's our Mustang. We've had him since he was a late yearling, and he's pretty much like a dog too. He's fat. He's fat right now. He doesn't get ridden very much, but he's a pretty good boy, aren't you? Yeah. He's been to Missouri with us several times. He's a good trail horse. He'll go through just about anything as long as he trusts his rider. He's fat. And then we have my dad's Tennessee Walker Herschel. Oh man, he might be about 15 this year. I can't really remember. Ignore the T-posts. A lot of horse people don't like T-posts, but they're okay. He's scared because he thinks I'm going to chase him. And Moon's coming up behind me. Moon likes to bully the other horses. That's just the kind of horse he is. He likes to pick on Shad. But yeah, these are my boys. I had to come out here because Herschel, the one right there, has been walking through the fence. My dad's come to feed horses, and he's found Herschel outside. So we have an electric fence, and there's something else weird in the pasture. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a flag thing. But we have this electric tape, and our fence tester wasn't really working, so Dad got a new fence tester and told me to check the fence. Well, I can't get the fence tester to work. That's a briar bush I'm just gonna maybe kick out. I don't know. Oh, it's unattached, so maybe. How am I gonna do this? There we go. Mostly get it off the fence. So I'm just gonna start testing fence, see if I can get the tester to work or if it's just not working. But I heard it clicking over here. Maybe I'll come over here so you can hear it clicking. Yeah, Moon's gonna see what's going on. And we don't have lush green pasture for our horses. They pretty much live on a dirt lot, and we feed them hay, but they have a much better life than some. So they can't complain too much. And sometimes we get some grass in here and it just gives them like shads over their grazing. But there was something clicking over here earlier. You just gotta listen. There it is. Is on, at least right here, and this is about as far as you can get from the actual electric fence box. So if it's working over here, it's working pretty much everywhere. But this is an electric fence tester. So you stick the probe in the ground and you need to make good ground contact. And then you stick this end, let's see if it'll focus, that little loopy end, you stick that on the wire. And there's little metal strands of wire that run through the plastic white part. And I can hear it clicking, so I know it's working, but I'm not getting any response from the fence tester, and this is a brand new tester. I don't know if it's just not making good contact. I'm not even seeing a light. I will say my eyes are dilated right now because I just went to the optometrist, and so I can't really see anything. And of course, this is the one nice day we've had in forever, and I can't do a whole lot. But see, they like to just hang out once in a while. They're too interested in the new grass, but sometimes they'll start running around like banshees, and it's really fun. It's really fun to watch them. This guy gets pretty tired after a while, so even when he does bully him, the Arabs can outrun him, and then he just gets too tired to follow them anymore. But we keep shad and sorted separate just because it's easier when we feed them. If I'm competing, I'll give them a different feed. Dad likes to feed more alfalfa. I like to feed more grass. There's different theories behind that, but I'm not going to get into them. But we don't keep them in stalls, and we don't clean them out on a regular basis. They just kind of live, and they're healthy and happy, so I'm happy. I've kind of formulated this last night. I need to create a bridge. I can't see my camera because my eyes are dilated, but you can hear it clicking here too. So the one thing about this tape is it does wear, it does rust out, and they don't have good insulators for corners. So after a while, it just kind of burns out there. But it wasn't, like last night, it wasn't working on this, or it was not working on this side. It was working on this side, and that's how I found out that there was, I needed a bridge here. Okay, so I'm back in the shade. I put both probes in the ground. You can't really tell it, but I made sure that there was moisture in the ground. Sometimes if there's not, we might throw a bucket of water on it. And this one is blinking. I came in the shade, but I'm still not sure. Yeah, you can kind of see it, depending on the light. And if it's blinking, it means that there's an electric current running through it. This one is the new one. The old one was working too. I can see it not through the camera, but I don't know if you can really see it through the camera. So that job is done. Boys get to go out and play for a little while. Maybe once I leave, they'll start running around like idiots. The other thing that you gotta watch with this fencing is if there's too many branches, like over against those trees, touching the fence, sometimes we'll have to come through and clip them out, just because that can ground out the fence and make it not work from that point on. This point right here is pretty close to the end of the line. We have like a 25 or 30 mile fencer thing. It's a little overkill, but it was good price and it works. So I'm just gonna put this stuff away and move on to the next thing I gotta work on. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed meeting the horses and learning a little bit about fence testing. There are some people that are very anti-electric fence, but it keeps our horses in pretty well when it works. And if we lived on next to a highway, I can't imagine not having electric fence, because there's some horses like that one right there. Well, both of them, because Herschel, the one on the right, tends to like get out when the fence isn't on, that one. And this one will push on the fence if it's not working until he's pretty much through it. Those two, that one probably would. Soren probably would push through the fence. Shad respects it pretty well because he's just a chicken. But if we live next to a busy highway, or Colton lives not too far from an interstate, I would want an electric fence to keep my horses in their pen and safe. And the only, if there's a current running through it, they do not bother it. They don't touch it. They might like kneel down and try to steal grass from the yard, but they are safe in there and they don't get out, and they wouldn't be getting on the highway or anything like that. So I am a pro electric fence person. So once again, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit of how to ground test your fence, and meeting the ponies, and hope y'all are having a good day. Check us out at jctrustic.homestead.com, or we are on Facebook with JCT Rustic Homestead, and hope you're having a nice day on this finally sunny day.